Hey Fable, how's it going? We're just sitting here mixing down a tune. Kinda showing you guys what I do. So I have vocals here too, but I like to mix the instrumentals first and then go in and then do like a little vocal mix. And then like EQ out those parts with some Pro Q stuff. What's up, Boy? How's it going? What's up, PP on my poo poo? How's it going? Yeah, no problem, dude. Hey, party, what's up, man? Hey, thanks for the sub, party. We got the sub button now. Woohoo. Let's roll. Hey, thanks, AB5207. Yeah, we're stoked you guys like it. The response has been pretty good. Yo, party, I haven't been playing much, dude. I was kind of sick for like the past 3 days. So we feel better today. So hopping in, doing some production stuff that I should have done last week. Hey, thanks, Fable. Hey, what's y'all's favorite song of that, by the way? I've been curious. I saw Requiem was getting a lot of love, but just curious what else you guys liked on there. Thanks, Feisty Wolf. See my screenshot? I didn't. I haven't even checked the Discord today. I need to do that. Let's see what we got. Bar close time. This moment is probably my favorite, honestly. Human's really good. Human, we decided to go a little bit different with that, to like more of like a poppy structure for it. But dude, this moment is probably my favorite out of all of them. Yeah, I'm glad it's constant replayability. That's nice. Thanks, guys.
you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're only in disguise. Is it the same for you when you close?
Yeah, BDO is cool. I kind of want to get back into it, or into it in general. You gotta keep rewinding. Yeah.
Tell me who you're dreaming of. I could be a better off. I'll be the last one you see at night.
Yeah, so the two acoustic tracks, one's playing a certain rhythm at like lower strings, and then the second one is playing a different rhythm, like a little bit higher. So here's the first one. So then you just pan both of them, and you get two different rhythms happening and different frequency ranges on both sides while this is happening too. I don't know if I like it all together with this in there too, but we'll see. Music, thank you for the sub. Oh, I forgot my mic was on too, guys. It's probably been echoing pretty bad. Maybe I'll DM you about that afterwards, because I do want to get that set up.
By your side, even if we're passing by, we're lonely in disguise. Is it the same for you when you close your eyes? Do you see me through the darkest nights? Is it the same for you?
I'll probably go into the drop in just a second here. I want to get all the verses down, and then I can kind of go over what's going on in the drop.
Only in disguise. Is it the same for you? When you close your eyes, do you see it through the darkest nights? Is it the same for you when you close your eyes? Do you see it through the darkest? Same for you when you close your eyes. Do you see me? Same for you when you close your eyes. The darkest nights. Is it the same for you? Is it the same for you? Is it the same?
do I have my sends laid out? These sends are for sidechain. So each one is going to be, I don't know if you use Ableton or not, but once you set your group to sends only, you have the 3 options for the sends on the right hand side here. So every group is being routed through one of these. Most of them are going to be routed through a heavy sidechain. Oh, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Oh, let me check. Hello, hello. Okay, cool. So everything's set up to where it goes through these sends, and this is where our sidechain is triggered. So basically, we've got a sidechain trigger here with an external instrument rack. That's being, so the heavy one is being sent to an LFO tool on the heavy sidechain channel, and then the soft is being sent to the other one. And then all the groups are routed to this. So whenever I make a MIDI track on the sidechain trigger, it's gonna duck whatever MIDI information is coming through here. So we have like a sidechain curve set up in LFO tool. So everything's routed through this. So like on the heavy sidechain, it looks like this for like a deeper duck, and on the soft, the curve is a little bit higher up, so it's not as heavy. So like this would be useful if we wanted to, like if we had a vocal going through and we still wanted to sidechain it, but we didn't want to sidechain it as hard as the rest of the synths. So we put it on the soft sidechain. And since everything's going through the sends in the groups, we have a no sidechain one, so you just get the clean audio. But a track for loudness, not really. I just look at span to see what's going on, really. Saw processing. Actually, we're trying to like kind of move away from saws. I mean, the only saws that are in this track are actually in this little breakdown section right here. Everything else, there's no saws. We're trying to find other ways to do super saws without saws. I mean, I can pull up the limiter if you want. Show you what's going on here, just right now. So that's like a little bit too loud for my taste. I like to have it hitting like -9 maximum, probably. Is it progressive house? Kinda. I mean, it's at 120. It's like melodic electro progressive house type vibe, but not really progressive house in like the Dead Mouse sense. But yeah, I mean, I guess the big piano is like a big progressive house thing, right? You know, like that like big, this kind of stuff. But anyways, it's just our own thing. We're just messing around. The piano is either from the East-West Library or it's Alicia's Keys, just like really high velocity and then OTT'd like 3 times. And it gives it that really plucky feel. What layers do we have filling out the lower mids? What's up, Aaron? How's it going, bro? So the mids are pretty much gonna be, the piano's filling up a decent chunk of that if we look in span, like, so like it's kind of low in volume, but we have like these mid basses that are filling up a lot of that area too. And actually the mid basses could probably come up a little bit too. And then this is just filling in like the 500 hertz area. It's gonna be this stuff. What are you guys using more of to replace the saws? A lot of, for this one, it's a lot of this piano is kind of filling it up. Instead of the saws. And then like there's a big just white noise sample we have that we use to fill up kind of some of the super saw area. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. Hey, thanks, Aaron. Yeah, it's an upcoming tune we're working on. Yeah. So the white noise is really just filling up a lot of the high frequencies. White noise is super useful. I recommend that for sure. That's a big part of what makes a lot of saw stacks sound the way they do. It fills in a lot more than you think. No, you can keep the saws the same. The saws are pretty much going to be pretty much used for a lot of mid stuff. At least our stack is. Like anywhere from like 400 to 1200 is really where the saws, I would say, would sit pretty nice. And then the highs are just the white noise just kind of complements the highs from the saws. I mean, I do turn down the highs a little bit on the saws though. Biggest struggle with the EP was definitely like trying to get our mixes better, and it wasn't exactly where I wanted it, like me mixing personally, but I think we're getting better as time goes on. That's why I'm doing this stream too. How to find a vocalist? What we used to do, yeah. I mean, you could always record your own vocals. I suck at singing. I can't do it, but I wish I could. Honestly, bro, SoundCloud, just like trolling SoundCloud for vocalists or whatever, or like, you know, even cold emailing people you already, who, like, let's say you like a song by a friend of yours or something, or someone you look up to, you could just go DM or email the vocalist or something. Their information's pretty easy to find usually. Are there any mid bass layers? Yeah, there's 3 mid bass layers going on here. We've got this one, this one, and this one. So there's like really crunchy, distorted bass layers, and then obviously the sub, and that's all that's going on in the low end there. Vocals on Kaleido were amazing. Thanks. I'll pass it on to Aaron. I'll let him know. Heavier dub drops. Honestly, bro, Analyze a lot of Virtual Riot stuff. He's kind of like my go-to reference for that kind of thing. He makes always like really cool, unique ideas and stuff, and it's really cool. Just go analyze what he does and then kind of take that and apply it somewhere else. Not steal, obviously. But can you show us drums in the section feature bass thingy? This part. Yeah, okay, what's going on here is like a lot of, oops, like orchestral stomp stuff pretty much for the kick. So we've got this kick, and then we've got some reverse stuff going on here too. And then the snare is layered with a little clap. It's like a reverse snare into a clap. So we've got this all going on. And then on top of that, there's like a bunch of percussion and fills going on.
to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're lonely in disguise. Is it the same for you? When you close your eyes, drag me from the water, pull me from the edge. Drag me from the water, pull me from the edge. Drag me from the water. Drag me from the water, pull me from the edge. Save me from the others, you're not like the rest. Tell me what you're dreaming of, that could be a better hug. Tell me what you're dreaming of, that could be a better hug. I'll be the last one you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're lonely in disguise. Tell me what you're dreaming of, that could be a better hug. I'll be the last one you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're lonely in disguise. You're not dreaming of, that could be a better hug. I'll be the last one you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're lonely in disguise.
The two EQs, so I have one for the verse and one for the pre-chorus, and then I'll have one for the chorus. Because he'll hit, so like he gets higher as the song goes on, like his vocal range gets higher as the song goes on. So I'm just EQing different things so his voice can cut through in every single section. Do you have a different thought process with mixing the EP, or do you do the same thing you normally do but pay closer attention? I started doing like this kind of stuff, like paying a lot more attention for the EP, but I've honed it in a little bit more since then. Because we finished mixing the EP like 3 months ago maybe. So obviously, you learn a lot in 3 months sometimes, and I think I have for a lot of this. I mean, I still got a lot of ways to go as far as mixing goes, but we're getting there. Practice, practice, practice.
Drag me from the water, drag me from the water, pull me from the edge. Save me from the others, you're not like the rest. Tell me what you're dreaming of, that could be a better hug. I'll be the last one you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're lonely in disguise. Is it the same for you when you close your eyes? Is it the same for you when you close your eyes? Do you see my through? Can't tell, cause nice. Is it
I usually don't use mid-side EQ, honestly. A lot of times, I mean, there's a plugin called Wider you can use. You can use sound delay to get wider stuff, and then, or panning or whatever, and you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, bro, new tools. I mean, honestly, All you need is an EQ8 Pro Q for dynamic EQ, and then a utility. That's pretty much all you need to mix on it, in my opinion. And then like maybe some widening stuff.
Disguise. Is it the same for you? When you close your eyes, do you see me through the darkest nights? Same, same, same for you. Same, same, same for you. Is it the same, same, same for you? Same, same, same for you. Is it the same? Can't explain the feeling lying next to you, falling from the ceiling when you're in the room. Tell me who you're dreaming of. I could be your better off. I'll be the last one you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're lonely in disguise. Is it the same for you? When you close your eyes, do you see me through the darkest nights? Is it the passing by? We're lonely in disguise. Is it the same for you? When you close your eyes, do you see me through the darkest nights? Is it the same, same, same for you? 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 Is it the same, same, same? Is it the same, same, same for you? Is it the same, same?
Vocal chop processing. I have a video up on the VOD somewhere where I go through. I think it's in like the 7-hour stream. I go for vocal chops at some point. I might do like a little video on it and like put it on YouTube or something. Pitch shifter on the master and transpose it? No, I don't. That's an interesting idea. I've never heard anybody do that before. Usually, like, dude, if I hear Nightcore stuff of our songs, like, honestly, a lot of times it just sounds better to me. Just hearing it differently. Awaken neighbors.
Same, same for you. Is it the same, same, same? Is it the same, same, same for you? Is it the same, same, same? Is it the same, same, same for you? Is it the same, same, same for you? Same, same, same for you.
Party, I will probably not be playing Among Us tonight. but probably later this week we can play. How much tone shaping do you do in your mixing process? Okay, well, for me, the Mixdown stage, like, so what we're doing here is going to be pretty much obviously mixing, but like slight tweaks. Like I added like some drums here, and then, you know, like some FX tweaks, and then like all the tail cutting and all that, and then pretty much, yeah, everything else is pretty much done before we get into the stage, and then some structural changes maybe. But I saved this for just mix sounds. So like when we get to Mixdown stage, it's just going to be mix sounds and then like minor tweaks to the tune. Everything else is done, because I think after doing this a long time, I think like if you want to have the best sounds possible, so you don't have to layer and all that shit either, and just make all your sounds really nice and the way you want them before you go into the stage. I usually, so this one I simmed all the way out and then cut everything. The vocal processing chain, yeah, so basically in the vocal processing chain there's a Pro Q with like one of the Pro Q presets for a vocal lead, and then, I mean, I probably shouldn't use that for this, but whatever, I should probably have this clean. But everything is we've got delay and sidechain here, and the delay and sidechain are both being, sorry, the delay and reverb are both being sidechained so that you don't hear the delay and reverb while the vocal is happening. It just happens afterwards. That's pretty much all that's on here. It's just reverb and delay.
Drag me from the water, pull me from the edge, save me from the others, you're not like the rest. Tell me what you're dreaming of, I could be a better half. I'll be the last one you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're lonely in disguise. Is it the same for you when you close your eyes? Do you see me through the darkest nights? Is it the same for you? Same for you. Same for you. Is it the same?
Hey, Jess, how's it going? Hey, Love and Run, what's up?
Tell me who you're dreaming of. I could be a better off. I'll be the last one you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're lonely in disguise. Is it the same for you when you close your eyes? Do you see me through
At what point in the process do you send a track to the vocalist? It really depends. So this one we had the vocals sent to us, and then we kind of built the track around that. But usually, so like for the EP, we wrote the Galley one in person when we were all in San Diego, and that one went through like 4 iterations. So usually, if I get the vocal, we get the vocal pretty early on. It's like we'll have like a rough structure laid out, and then get the vocal, and then the song usually changes pretty much completely, and we'll just keep some elements of it. And that's how we kind of do it. But this one, we were sent the vocal first, and then we made the song around it. Hey, thanks, Goski. The Travis Scott burger? I don't know, man. I don't like pickles. I refuse to try it. I refuse to pull up to the drive-thru window and say that shit.
Drag me from the wall. Same for you.
What do you guys think about this acoustic guitar? I'm not completely sold. Just, it sounds good by itself, I think, but in context, I'm not positive about it.
To be there by your side, even if we're passing by, we're only in disguise. Can't explain the feeling, lying next to you, falling from the ceiling. When you're in the room, tell me who you're dreaming of. I could be your better half. I'll be the last one you see at night, just to be there by your side, even if we're passing by. We're only in disguise. Is it the same for you when you close your eyes? Do you see me through the darkest nights? Is it the same for you?
Is it the same for you?
Is it the same for you?
Is it the same for you? Is it the same for you? Is it the same for you?
Is there a standard rule when mixing? No, there's really no rules. The way I do it is I use span to see what everything looks like, and then I do it by ear after that. After I have like everything kind of nice where I want it on the spectrum, and then I'll go in and figure out like exactly what I want to be the main focus of the song. So like for this one, I really wanted these to stand out in the drop. So I found the frequency, the fundamental of that's like 400 to 500 ish. And I just cut that out of everything else because I really want that to shine through. I mean, you just have to like pick and choose what you want to really be the focus, and kind of cut that out of everything else, but still kind of try to balance everything else around that too.
Is it the same? passing by. Is it the same? Is it the same for you? Is it the same? Is it the same for you?
I might call it there for the tune of the night, guys. I'll probably do another one probably tomorrow, honestly. I'll mix the vocals up tomorrow. Because that's my ears are kind of tired, but yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow and do the vocal mix or whatever, and then Tuesday we can do the final and then master it and call it a day. Shit, I was gonna say something. Anyways, I feel like it's at a solid point for tonight, and I'll hit it with fresh ears tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys soon.